Hey, what's up everyone? Today we just received a brand new major order to restore the battle station by liberating X45. A possible hint that we might be receiving the clan station soon. I'll be going over some information on that as well. Not only that, but with the X45 planet, it must be avoided for right now because there's actually another planet that needs liberating. So with that aside, if you enjoyed the video at any point, feel free to give it a like by tapping the thumbs up button below. What we are going to do first here is talk about the success message, and then we'll move on and go over the briefing and talk about the clans and so on. So right here, for the major order, it says, with great effort, the Terminate expansion has been significantly limited by the actions of the Helldivers. Though the bugs now infest some once beautiful worlds, many remain unblemished by tyranny, ready for democratic settlement. Excising the infestation will be taxing, but will require far less expenditure of resources than our worst case scenarios predicted. With this, I would hope that at some point we will see the, Hive Lord, but I do not think that's going to be anytime soon because, of course, we're going to be receiving that quality patch, which should fix the social menu bug because, they're reworking it or rewriting the code. So essentially, we should see that first before we see the Hive Lord or any other different terminated bug variant, right? So with that, this is what we know so far with the major order success, but we're now going to continue on and take a look at the briefing. Now, before we get into the details about it, I would like to know your opinion afterwards because there is something here mentioned called a battle station, which potentially could be the new clan station. We'll get into that information much later on, but with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this briefing. And right here it says, the planet X45 in the Ymir sector is home to a lost advanced weapon lab from the First Galactic War. Buried underneath rubble and abandoned due to dangerously high radiation levels across the planet. The lab was working on a development of a powerful interplanetary battle station. Now with radiation levels abated to completely safe levels, excavation and recovery of the lab's work can begin, which would allow the eventual construction of this battle station. However, the automatons have become aware of the X45 importance, possibly through malicious and deceitful cyber attacks. They have launched an opportunistic assault to rout our cutoff forces in the Ymir sector. On High Command's order, sea forces have begun amassing on Acer Pass. Soon we will be ready to initiate a push to break through the automaton line and relieve our cutoff forces. Until then, the automaton assault may be slowed, but will be extremely difficult to stop altogether. It is imperative that X45 be held until the plans for the battle station are recovered. If they fall into the automaton's actuators, the result could be disastrous. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think that we might receive an actual clan station this time around, or do you think it's something entirely different? They do talk about this interplanetary battle station, so perhaps that could be the new clan station. And apparently X45 is the home to the Lost Advanced Weapon Lab as well, which was during the First Galactic War, which is pretty insane. Now we will get more into that information here soon, but first and foremost guys, we have to talk about this planet on the bottom, which is Mysa. If you guys do not watch out for this planet, we are going to have a difficult time with X45. So now you might be wondering, well, why would I do that? I mean, it's telling me to go to X45. That seems like a terrible idea. But the reason why it's a good idea is because if we take over Mysa, well, we're going to stop the attack overall. And this will make things a lot more easier on X45, just let alone. This is why I highly suggest that you head over to Mesa or Mysa first. I keep saying Mesa because I think it's just something to do with Half-Life. It's stuck in the back of my head. I had to cut that out a few times, by the way. But anyways, go over to Mysa, and what you're going to do here is liberate the planet. And this way, again, it will make things easier so that we can successfully complete the major order with X45. Okay, with that being said, let's talk about the X45 major order, and will this contain the newest clan station? And that's a good question. Myself, I've been wondering this since I read this major order this morning, and what's interesting is I think there might be a chance that it's actually a clan station, because if you check out this right here, this image, this comes from Helldivers 2 leaks. And it's a great leak because it shows that there's this station and it's supposedly the clan station. With this, we do have some more information about the clans, and I will go over that information right here. This information right here specifically comes from Asunder over at Helldivers 2 Leaks. And at the top here, we can see that it says target, skulls, and so on. We got laurel, star, chevrons, circle, dagger, emblem symbol, emblem frame, barrier, shield, serpent, crest, emblem background, eagle, stars, ropes, and change emblem layer. This right here seems to be a potential emblem editor. Now, hopefully this does not turn out to be just like Black Ops, because if you guys do not know much about that, go ahead and Google up some Black Ops 2 emblem images. I'm sure you'll find some crazy stuff. But with that being said, this right here, I hope it's similar to that, but nothing too chaotic, right? From what it sounds like, these are just going to be some images that are already in the game, like the target, skulls, the stars, all these different ones. I believe those are just some pre-made images or pre-made shapes so that you just choose it and then you place it down, and then maybe you could throw in other types of shapes. At least that's what I'm getting from this. You guys can, chime in, let me know your thoughts on this. I think this is a really cool idea, and hopefully it's not a scrapped idea at all. Next up on the clan leaks, we might receive a rank of some sort. So right here it says company commander, commander, officer, officers with a number count, private and privates, X members enlisted. Oh boy, it looks like Elon Musk is coming to Helldivers 2. Anyways, at the bottom you will see another text. This is just cut off, so it's irrelevant. But yeah, this right here is what we can expect, again, if they have not, scrapped any of these ideas. Okay, so now we are sort of going to rewind, kind of go backwards here and talk about the emblems, because at the top for this third and final leak, it says, welcome to the platoon page. You are currently not part of a platoon, but you can create your own or be invited to an existing platoon by a fellow Helldiver. Super Earth studies have shown that Helldivers in a platoon have a 37% higher survival rate and democratic engagement. Join one today. And then at the bottom it says, emblem frame, please wait democratically, target, private, and then another line that says, Super Earth is unstable to process the enlistment request for this platoon at this time. Please check for signal interference by automaton sympathizers and attempt this request later. And then at the bottom we can see that there's some emblem shapes like star, circle, and then you have access inventory, invite members, status, none, shield, which I believe again is going to be another shape of some sort or design. Then it says continuing editing, which is probably a part of the emblem editor. We have name, and then there's like a color type here, right? With the FF, typically you see some zeros or different numbers afterwards, and you see that in Photoshop, you see that in all sorts of things, right? And at the bottom we have none, join platoon today, emblem symbol, not in a company, and platoon name. So these are just some things that we can expect, but I do want to reiterate something because this right here is going to be the third time I'm saying it in this video, but again, these could be some scrapped ideas. Just take it with a grain of salt, but I hope it's not. I hope that this is something we will see eventually in the game, but as of right now, this is what we know so far. If you guys would like to check out some more leaks, head over to Helldivers 2 Leak Discord or the Reddit forum. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. We're now going to talk about the top 3 comments from the previous video. So with that being said, if you guys would like to be featured in the next video, all you have to do is share your thoughts about the video, everything that we've talked about, and yeah, you might be listed in the next video. So right here, this is the first comment. The first comment is by George M. It's stable for me. I just want them to introduce some sort of meaningful long-term progression, everything capped and unlocked. The second comment is by user Li5IP3ZB9W. That's got to be an automaton, but right here it says, if they adding restrictions to the kicking system, as someone that 100% hosts the game from 400 hours plus only had to kick a small percentage, they will need to add the reputation system HD1 so that there can be a filter option as well as for those who can join the game. And the third comment is by Halan TF2. I wish there was something to grind for us that have everything already maxed out. Guess I'll just keep helping the new baby divers in between drops. And right there, there's your top 3 comments, your Helldivers 2 news. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.